Welcome to Pinnacle Performance Company's Fishbowl Friday.
Fishbowl Friday, it's happening. I'm Brad Lawrence. This is G. Riley Mills. We're with Pinnacle Performance Company. What is Fishbowl Friday? I'm so
what
confused.
Is it? So it's very simple. We got a fishbowl here. It's got some questions on slips of paper. What we've done is we've gone out to clients or you, the public. What do you struggle with? What things do you want to improve when it comes to communication and collaboration and leadership and influence, all those great topics? They're all in here. Once a week on Friday, we'll pull one. Brad and I will talk about it and offer up some guidance, some coaching, some tips, and sail you into the weekend feeling good. Ready to do this?
I'm so ready.
All right. Here is this Friday's question. It says, what do I do if my voice isn't very good and I have to present a lot anyway? So what do I do if my voice isn't very good and I have to present a lot? Okay. What do you think they're asking here? Maybe got feedback?
I'm not 100% sure, but whenever I hear a comment like this, the first thing I think is this person doesn't like the sound of their voice.
That's probably it, yeah. Which is very common.
Yeah.
Let's say that. And both Brad and I have been professional actors throughout our life. So you do voiceover, you do TV, you do film.
Like I can hear my voice now.
Nobody likes to hear the sound of their voice. And one of the reasons is because the way you hear it in your own head is different than how other people hear it. Correct?
Yes.
So first off, get over it. That's the first thing. Your voice is your voice. However,
and it's never weird. It's never weird.
No.
In all the years I've been doing this, I've never had somebody where I'm like, oh, that's a weird voice.
Right.
No.
Right. And so just know everybody hates listening to their voice or seeing themselves on camera. That's fine. But the one thing I want to focus on is I don't have a great voice. You have a lot of different vocal dynamics as a speaker. And so anybody who says I don't have a good voice, you can change your voice. You can change the way you use your voice. Can you share some of the vocal dynamics that we coach, how we adjust them?
Yeah, I mean, the first one that always comes to mind is pitch.
Yeah, pitch. So that's the music.
The highs and lows of your voice. And do you speak out of your chest? Are you down here? Are you up in your nose, in your forehead? I mean, there's so much play you've got. Option-wise, and the way I always describe it is think of pitch as like gestures for your voice.
Sure.
That's essentially what you're doing. You're accenting words, ideas, by creating texture.
So just to Brad's point on pitch, so I grew up in Minnesota. Shout out to all my Minnesota people.
Oh yeah.
So when I came to acting school, my voice was way up here, and you had an act. I mean, not that bad, but for crying out loud, I'm from Minnesota. I'm here I'm here in Chicago, ready to do some Shakespeare. Let's go. And so I had to work on that. I had to take those vocal classes to figure out how do I adjust that.
Where's it resonating?
Where is it resonating? It's got to resonate down here.
And we realize you're not all actors. You're not students of voice, but it's identifying where you are.
Yeah, and the pitch is the music. It's the music and the voice, so it's interesting to listen to. Volume is another part. Where are you a little bit louder? Where are you a little bit softer? So you can adjust your volume. Pacing. Can you talk about pacing at all?
Oh, I mean, everybody's got their own pace that they move at. And there's certainly regional differences as well, and worldwide differences, cultural differences. So it's interesting to identify where your pace sits within your own culture and with your own comfort zone. But also know, like with pitch, there's an area of play there as well. Yeah. As long as you're not living at the poles for an extreme amount of time, we want variety. Yeah. We want moments where you accelerate and add some energy, and then we also need some times to slow down.
It goes to intention, right? We talk a lot about intention. So if you're telling a story and you're getting to the most exciting part of the story, the most dramatic part, you may want to build up. The pace might start to quicken. It's accelerating. And if you're doing a presentation where you reveal numbers and you want those numbers to have an impact, you may want to slow that down and pause and let that audience just look at those numbers. How great we've done this last quarter. Look at the graph. It's way up. And let that really sit and resonate. So you can use pause and pace to really help, drive your voice to where you need it to go.
Yeah.
Anything else voice-wise? Articulation?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the last one I would really want to focus on. And I think...
What do they need to know from an articulation
standpoint? Much of it is about consonants. It's how you use your tongue and your lips, especially if you're somebody who's speaking to an audience that has a different first language.
Yes.
Because consonants are how we hear our words for the most part. And especially if you're using electronic amplification, or if you're online, if you're doing virtual work, if your voice is going in a microphone that goes to the internet, which comes out a speaker, all those electronic things can distort sound.
Yeah.
So the more crisp your consonants are, the better off you'll be.
Really hitting those T's and those K's and those consonants, because it finishes words.
Yeah.
And so so it goes to clarity. People can understand you. But also, if you don't have those crisp consonants, it makes you sound a little sloppy with your speech. Mumbly. Not great if you want to present yourself in a confident, compelling manner. So don't despair. Don't despair about your voice. Everybody has trouble listening to themselves.
Your voice
That's
is
first.
fine.
Your voice is fine. Maybe how you use it is what you should focus on.
Totally.
So that is your Fishbowl Friday. Your voice is your voice, but you can improve it. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you next week.
Bye.
If you'd like to submit a question for the Fishbowl, drop us an email at fishbowl@pinper.com. If you'd like to learn more about Pinnacle Performance Company, email us at info@pinper.com. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and tell your friends. See you next week.